Hey guys, Andrew here. So it's been a couple weeks since we've put Lilac in our hospital tank. Been doing water changes pretty much 3 to 4 times a week. I've been trying to do them every other day. So the tank's a lot clearer. It's never looked this clear since the day we first set it up. And Lilac, she hasn't really gotten any worse. Her fins aren't clamped. Personality hasn't changed at all. She's breathing the same, she's eating the same, so we're not really concerned about her as much anymore. We think maybe she's just getting old. Maybe we just bought an old betta fish. They only live a few years anyways. So maybe she's middle-aged and starting to get that middle-aged saltiness on her gills. So for now we're just going to put her back in her tank, and we think she'll be better off in there. So I'll just gradually move her over and enjoy. Alright guys, so I've siphoned out most of the water from Lilac's hospital tank, so now I'm going to take some water from her tank and move it over to her holding tank, get her used to it, just get her slowly acclimated over to the temperature and the different, different parameters that is in this tank. So we'll be doing that now. Alright guys, so the important thing with acclimating fish is you want to do it slowly, so you don't want to shock the fish to the new water parameters, the different temperature and the different nutrients in the water. So I'm going to do 1 cup about every minute. I'm hoping to get maybe half a gallon out, so I'll do a mini water change in the tank as well. And then once I move Lilac back in, I'll just get a cup of water, have her in here, and then I'll put that in here. So we're going to do pretty much a water change as well at the same time. Right? Hey guys, so I've finished acclimating Lilac to the her tank's water, and actually she's been in it for a couple hours now because I was chatting with the family for Easter. So there she is, and I'm just gonna use this 1 cup measuring thing to get her out. That's not that difficult. There she is. I'm gonna try to get most of this water out. Oh, no. There she goes. So now I'll just finish the water change, and I think she'll be happier in this tank, and since she doesn't have any fish companions, we're not really worried about if she has anything spreading it to other fish. Hey guys, it's Andrew here with Acclimation TV with an update on our betta tank with Lilac and her hospital tank situation. So we had her in her hospital tank for about 2 weeks, and she wasn't really getting any worse, but she wasn't really getting any better. Her personality was staying the same. So my wife and I made the decision that if she was going to get worse, to put her back in her normal tank so she could be at home and be more comfortable. So we put her back, and she was okay for, I'd say, about 5 weeks, and then she started, going downhill. She kind of stopped eating, her personality just stopped, she stopped swimming around, she would just hide in her tank. I think part of that is because we made some changes to the tank. We got a new tank, so we took some of the plants, put in the new tank, and maybe just water quality deteriorated a little bit. But it's also possible that she does have something, so we put her back in the hospital tank for now. We're retreating her again. Quick update on the tank, and I think what kind of happened. So originally, when we first noticed her personality issue, we did a water change, and then I noticed that the carbon block in this little pump filter was getting clogged really easily, so I just got tired of it. So I took it out, I replaced it with a bubbler to help keep the water moving so it doesn't get stagnant. So we did that, hoping that it would help Lilac because it'd be a slower current for her to swim in, and also maybe just be more comfortable for her because bettas don't really like high, fast current. So we have the bubbler back in there. And the other thing is, we've been fighting hazy water since pretty much day 3 of this tank. And I think part of that is because when we made the changes with the new tank, the biofilter may have been messed up a little bit, and some of the plants are kind of deteriorating, so we need to just increase our plant maintenance. So right now, Lilac's not in the tank. We're doing water changes about every other day or so just to kind of improve the water quality. I do remember we did toast a little bit of ammonia a few weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, so that may have been part of the problem with Lilac. So we do have her back in the hospital tank. We're dosing the same thing as last time, the API aquarium salt, just to help make sure that salt levels are elevated. She's getting some of her minerals that she may not have been getting in the old tank, but also to help heal her gills or any sort of ulcers she might have that we just can't see. The other thing we're doing is something called Melafix, which is an API product. What this is the active ingredient is melaleuca oil. That's why it's called Melafix. And what it's designed to do is help them heal with any abrasions, any ulcers, any open wounds. This helps them heal. We don't know if Lilac has an official gill problem or maybe it's just old age. So we're doing this Melafix just to help. The melaleuca oil does help them de-stress a little bit, and if there are any injuries to her gills, this will help her heal. So if you need to get this for your aquariums, you can find a link in the description below. So other than that, Lilac is still in her hospital tank. We're going to be doing water changes, well, every week, because we have to dose the Melafix every day for 7 days in a row, and then we'll do a water change after that. So we're really going to have to stay on top of water quality and not overfeed her. And that's pretty much it. Hey YouTube, just a quick update on Lilac. We've been dosing this Melafix for about a week now, and her conditions seem to have been improved. She's definitely more active, and she's been eating again, so that's good. But she's not 100% back where we'd like to see her. So we're going to do a quick water change on this tank, and then we're going to start another round of Melafix. All this gunk on the bottom was just built up on the edge here. I'm not sure if that's just uneaten food or if that's the Melafix that just was building up. So I just cleaned it off and I'm going to take it out in the water change. Here's Lilac. I just did the water change. All these bubbles are from the Melafix that we added. Again, it's 0.5 milliliter for 1 gallon. And we made sure to put some of that API salt in there to help her with her gills. So she looks pretty active, so we'll see how she does over this next week with the Melafix. Hey guys, so it's been 2.5 weeks since Lilac's been in her hospital tank for the second time. We've been doing the API Melafix, and there's some salt in there. So about 2.5 weeks we did a first round. We did a water change in the tank, about, I don't know, 35-40%, something like that. And then we put the water back in, put in more salt, and then we did the Melafix again. And Lilac seems like a completely different fish from when we first put her in the second time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move her back to her original tank. It's a little murky because I just did a water change on it. And so what we're going to do is first we're going to drain the water, and then we're going to acclimate her to her tank water by just adding some of this one bit at a time. Hey guys, so we finished acclimating Lilac to the tank water. So I caught her in this little 1 cup thing, and we're going to put her back. As you can see, she's a lot more active than she used to be. She looks a lot better too. So here she goes. Hopefully she doesn't hide right away. Say hello to the camera. Hey guys, so thanks for sticking around and watching that video on our second round of putting Lilac through the hospital tank and dosing her with Melafix. If you have any questions about how to set up a hospital tank, check the video down below or in the comments. And if you're needing to find some aquarium salt for Melafix, you can find it in my description in the link below. As for Lilac, we hope she does better. And if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you learned something today, please share with your friends and family. And if you want to see more videos on our aquariums, our bearded dragon, or just how to be a better general earth steward, then please subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.